Today we're in the kitchen making habanero mandarin orange hot sauce. We're going to show you how we made it, and then we're going to try it out. So we start off by pulling off all the stems to our peppers. If that doesn't work, just whack them off. Afterwards, we'll continue to chop all our peppers into little bite-sized chunks. I think they cook better. It's not necessary, but we'll just cut up everything into, little chunks. It fits better in the pot that way, and you'll see when we get to that in a few minutes. So after our peppers, we're gonna use about a half an onion or maybe 2/3, whatever we end up with. And we'll do the same thing and dice that up into little chunks. And we're just going to collect all these things into a pot, and we're going to weigh them in a second. We're also going to use 2 mandarin oranges. We're going to get a little bit of citrus in there, a little bit of sweetness. And same thing, we're just gonna cut these down into little chunks. We're gonna cut up about 6 or 7 cloves of garlic, more or less, whatever you like. Doesn't really matter. Just, no recipe, just we're gonna make it any way we like. So the only thing that's important in this recipe, if you want to call it a recipe, is the right amount of vinegar to the amount of food. And roughly we're going to want about 40% vinegar to the food. So I do everything in grams. It's a lot easier. So basically whatever we have in grams, we're going to multiply by 4 and round that up or down. And that's what we're going to use for the vinegar. And after that, I still add a little bit of a splash just to kind of cover all the peppers and, onions and stuff. And I always use at least 1 teaspoon of salt. You can add a little bit more to taste. I usually find that to be enough. And we're going to just give this a quick stir and bring it to a boil. So we're basically just boiling all our peppers and fruit and garlic in the vinegar. And once that comes to a boil, we're just going to simmer it for about, maybe 20 minutes till everything is soft. So now that we're up to a boil, we're going to just keep it covered and simmer it, like I said, for about 20 minutes. Now we're over to the food processor. You can do this in a blender. You can use an immersion blender right in the same pot. I prefer just to use a food processor. I think it comes out better, but that's just my opinion. Now we're going to pour this beautifulness right into a bowl. I think it makes it a little bit easier to have it in a bowl and get it out of the food processor. So we'll give it a little stir, give it a taste, because now's the time to add a little more salt if you think you need a little more salt in it. So we're going to just pour all this right into a fine mesh strainer, right into a... I'm using a measuring cup. It'll pour easier. You can use a bowl. You can put it in anything. Doesn't really matter. We'll just keep stirring this until we get all of our sauce out, and we're going to be left with nothing but pulp, basically. And we'll squeeze it through a little bit the best we can. Keep stirring it around. And once it's all through, we are going to pour it into bottles. So you're going to want to use a funnel. You'll never get that in the bottle just right. And we're just about done. We're going to fill up as many bottles as we can. Usually a batch that big makes about 4 or 5 bottles. All right, so here's the finished product, and we are going to put a drip on a chip and give it a try, okay? Here, you go first. Now, I myself am going to go for a bigger drip. Come on, get a little more. I'm going to go for a little bit more myself. I'm feeling courageous. Whoa! Whoa! All right, ready?
Yeah.
Give it a try.
That's good. It's pretty hot.
Mmm.
I can taste
That's
the orange.
not bad.
I can taste the orange.
You taste the orange?
Yeah.
It's got a nice orange flavor. It's pretty
citrus.
hot, a little citrusy.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of that garlic in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, overall, I think it's pretty good. So, yeah, that's pretty hot. It's not bad. Now, these are just habanero peppers, not the hottest pepper in the world. The habanero is readily available on my supermarket. I can always buy habanero peppers. It's usually the hottest pepper they got.
Yeah.
So that's why we go with habanero. And of course, if you use a little bit less vinegar, I added a bit more at the end there when I was, cooking up the vegetables. A little less vinegar, you get a little bit less of a vinegar taste. More peppers, less onions and oranges.
Yeah.
It'll be even hotter, but overall, it's pretty good. I mean, I think I'm gonna take another bite here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try a little bit more of this time.
A little more.
Try some more.
It's really good. And I feel like this isn't like a one type of dish type thing.
Yeah. That's pretty good. You can pretty much put that on anything that you like. Any kind of food that needs a little bit of spicing up. I mean, I put the stuff on my eggs. You can eat it on anything.
That's really good.
Yeah. All right. So if you guys like this type of video, let me know if you'd like to see me make anything else. Other hot sauce flavors, different peppers and different vegetables and fruit. You get different colors, so they look really pretty. Yeah, from greens to reds to oranges to yellows.
Also, if we use different peppers.
Different peppers, of course, yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.